Hello everyone, Jedi Styles here, and today I have some TTMs to show you through the mail, of course. So let's get straight to it. I got 4 returns. The first one is a 1-of-1 success. It took 18 days. It was free, coming from San Francisco, California. And it was Mr. Dave Dravecky. It's a nice signature on this 84 Topps. So, some stats about Mr. Dave Dravecky. He played 8 years from 1982 to 1989. He was an All-Star in 1983. He had a career record of 64 wins, 57 losses. And as I was looking at his stats, and by the way, he played for most the Padres and the Giants throughout his career. Something that was impressive to me that you just don't see anymore, and this was in the middle of the 80s, his career ERA was 3.13. That's, nowadays, that's unheard of. For a pitcher that didn't get, as much notoriety as he did. He never had a season where his ERA was more than 3.76. 3.76 was the highest ERA he ever had. It was amazing to me. Three times in his career, he had an ERA under 3. But he was only an All-Star once in 1983. If you do that now as a pitcher, you're an All-Star every year. You're considered one of the top pitchers in the league. It was amazing. And it wasn't because he didn't start. He pitched in 226 games and he started 146 of them. So amazing numbers if you really think about it. He had 28 complete games. He averaged 5 a year. In 7 playoff games, which he started 2 of them, he had a .35 ERA. He only gave up 1 earned run in just under 26 innings in the playoffs. 1 earned run in just under 26 innings. Amazing. But he only played 8 years. I don't know if injuries took their toll or what. But like I said, he was 64 and 57. He didn't have a lot of support. As you can see, only giving up 3 runs a game. And only being 7 games above 500, he must not have gotten that much run support. So anyways, that's Mr. Dave Dravecky, and he was nice enough to answer my questions. I asked him who was the best player he ever played with or against, and he said Barry Bonds and Tony Gwynn. And his favorite ballpark to play in was Candlestick. So he might be a little biased. Teammates and played in San Francisco, but that's fine. You could be biased all you want. So once again, Dave Dravecky, he was free in 18 days. The next one is a 2 of 2 success in 25 days. It was also free, coming from Shreveport, Louisiana. And Hall of Famer, Robert Perish. So we got both of his signatures on this 94-95 Fleer. And I think this is a 94-95 Hoops Scoops. Yes. So he signed it in blue on both of them. Signed that one in a nice spot. And this one in the best spot he could find was on his uniform, so he is good at finding spots on the cards to sign. So thank you, Mr. Robert Perish, for that. And once again, he is a Hall of Famer. In fact, he has an NBA record for most games played. He is a 9 times All-Star, 4-time NBA champ. He was 2 times All-NBA team. He played 21 seasons. That's another thing, you don't see that nowadays anymore. You don't see people playing 21 years because it takes a toll on your body. He's 66 years old right now. He played 14 seasons for the Celtics, 4 for Golden State, 2 for Charlotte, and 1 for Chicago. He has the most games played in NBA history. He played in 1,611 games. That's crazy when you think about that. Played in over 1,600 games. Well, there you have it. Mr. Robert Perish, 25 days, free from Shreveport, Louisiana. Next, we have a 4 of 4 success. It is also free. It only took 8 days from Seattle, Washington. A lot of people have been getting this one back. I decided to send off, and I got it back too, and he did answer some questions. And it is, as you can see, Mr. Lenny Wilkins. And he always sends this Lenny Wilkins Foundation card along with it. And I got him to sign this team card. Signed it right in the center there, very nice. This is also a 90, I think it's 95, 96. He signed this as his 90-91. Yeah, 90-91 hoops. He is also a Hall of Famer. 91-92 hoops. Yes, 91-92 hoops. And this USA basketball card, which I had to get, and I'll tell you why in a minute, from 91-92 Skybox. So very nice. All four of them very nicely done for Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkins. A little bit about Mr. Wilkins. He is now 82 years old. He is, of course, I said, in the Hall of Fame for being a player and in the Hall of Fame for being a coach. He was a 9-time All-Star in his playing years. He was also the MVP one year. He played 15 seasons from 1960 to 1975. He led the league in assists twice. But the reason I really wanted this USA basketball, because I think he is the only player/coach that he's in the Hall of Fame for coaching. He's in the Hall of Fame for playing. And he has also won an Olympic gold medal. So, I mean, distinguished career. If anything, he's lived a life. I mean, it's sort of hard to say that he's had probably one of the greatest careers you could ever do. I mean, it's just everything he's accomplished. It's just amazing. He did answer some of my questions, which was funny. Well, not funny that he answered them, but the funny response was because I asked him who would he consider the best player you have coached against, and he answered it in a way where it can't get him in trouble, and he said many. His favorite arenas were New York, L.A., Chicago, and Boston. So thank you very much, Mr. Wilkins, for answering my questions. And the last one is my favorite. It is a 1 of 1. Came back in 16 days. It was free. From Provo, Utah. The person is 96 years old. And it is Mr. Burke Waldron. He inscribed it for Chris. Burke Waldron, World War II from 43 to 46. So yes, he is a World War II veteran. He threw out the first pitch back in 2016. He was 92 years old then. He's 96 now. If you guys have not seen the video of this guy for that day, you need to go check it out. I'll leave a link below to that video. It's hard to fathom that he's 92 for what he does. If you haven't seen it, if you've seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. But if you have not, then you have to see it. It's unbelievable. And there you can see what he was. This is like the third or fourth World War II vet I've gotten a signature from, and I just love it. These guys are inspirations. You gotta watch it. He answered my questions on a separate sheet of paper. I don't know if he's the one that wrote them, but I mean, look at 96 years old. Look at that handwriting. Beautiful. He sent me this. His philosophy of life, when asked by others. What to credit has given you a long life? I write the following, and you can pause this and read it yourself if you can. It's very interesting. And there's another back. But thank you, Mr. Waldron, for that. And he did answer my questions in a handwritten note. I don't know if it's him. It could be, but that's pretty neat handwriting right there. He said, "Dear Christopher, happy to respond to your questions. Highlights of my life. There are more than one." He said, "First, to find my sweetheart and mother of my 5 children." Just from that, I'm thinking that he actually wrote this. Second, he skydived at the age of 90. If only when I get to age 90 I could do that. The pitch at age 92, so that's what that card is. And his fourth one, the return to Saipan. This was great right here. Shows you what type of person he is. My return to Saipan 7.5 years later to learn the great blessings the successful end of war was to the natures of Saipan. So he went back there to check on, basically, to make sure that, you know, their hard work in the war paid off. He said, what would I change? More times with my children, hugging them, telling them I love you, and not let work take priority over time with my children. He's lived to be 96. I'm sure he's well made up for that. Great signature, Burke Waldron. If you're interested, get him now. Just a great auto. All right, and I do have one more thing, two more things to talk about. One more thing is this wasn't a TTM by me. I did not send this in. My wife's cousin had some old baseball cards that he gave me. He has no use for them. He collected them when he was younger. So he decided he would give them to me. And he lives near Baltimore. They live up near, they live up in Pennsylvania, but like 45 minutes from Baltimore. And so I imagine he got this one signed in person. Mike Mussina, 93 Topps Gold card. This was in his collection, and I was very happy to take it. There wasn't a whole bunch. Most of it was junk wax, period, of course. But this was a gem inside that. So I'm very happy to have this card right here. So this will go into my collection. Very happy to have that Mike Mussina card. And one other thing, guys, go check out Vickers 410. He has a giveaway sort of happening right now, but it's not going to happen until he gets 500 subscribers. He has given away a signed Mike Trout, his rookie, a ball that he signed during his rookie year. He's given it away on his channel to one winner when he reaches 500 subscribers. I'll leave a link down below. Some of you already are subscribed to him, but Kevin is his name. His website is Vickers 410. Please check him out. Subscribe to him. Let's get him to 500 so someone can win that Mike Trout signed ball. Other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Take it easy. Enjoy the beginning of your weekend, and I will see you next time.